everybody, this is Sybil. Welcome to my channel. I am here today to share with you some autumn cards that I've been working on. I need to get this video made so I can sign these cards and send them out so the recipients will get them before Thanksgiving. All right, so the very first card that I am going to share, I use this beautiful brilliant leaf border. And this is, I think, Poppy Stamps. Is it Poppy or Memory? Poppy Stamps. And it cuts out the leaves and then you can inlay them back in. So you can add a lot of different colors, you know, cut them out with different papers. And here is my card. And what I did was I used my Distress Oxide inks to get the colors and then get them all nice and blended and do beautiful autumn colors there. And then I put it on a base that I received from Honeybee Stamps in one of my orders. And then this says, "Giving thanks for you." And I believe Dawn McVeigh made that, this die when she was still working on the Paper Tray ink design team. So really pretty, and then I added some, gems and pretties there, here and there. And then all the cards have the Handmade with Love by Sybil B on the back of them. Every card that I'm going to share with you. And that was, those labels are made by Susan Lafferty. Thank you so much, Susan. I love these labels. And it says, "There is always time to jump into a pile of leaves." And that sentiment I have had, I think, over 20 years. It's a stamp that I got from Stampin' Up! Long time ago. Okay, maybe 15 years. Maybe I'm stretching it if I say 20. But I'm kind of thinking it's more towards 20. Anyway. So the next set of cards, I used the Concord and Ninth Harvest Wreath, the Turnabout stamps, and I love this. It's so pretty. So if you turn it about 4 times, you get this beautiful full wreath, or you can do it this way and you get a circular wreath. So I used that. And then I also used the Penny Black Zigzag Stackers die. And I made several of these cards. So these two are with the full wreath. So turning it around, well, you turn them all around, even the circular 4 times. But I used the larger stamp, so you get more of the image there. And it says, "So very grateful." And this one says the same. I just changed up the colors with them. And then I added some gems that match the colors of the leaves. And I put it on a maroon card base. And on the inside it says, "Sending hugs, happy autumn." And then this one, I think it says, "Hello friend, happy autumn." I was going to say it says the same, but I'm glad I looked. So really pretty. And then these two are the ones with just the circular wreath. So I did this one just on the card. And again, I added some pearls and some little gems there. Those are from Honeybee. And here's this one. I put this one on a blue card base. Happy autumn. I think. And the other one said happy autumn. All right. And so then I used some dies from Hello Bluebird. I used the Gourds and Leaves, as well as the Cozy Season Words. And so far, all the products, other than the, oops, sorry, I hit my camera, other than the Penny Black Zigzag Stackers, I have not used before. So that is really neat. And I had not used these before. And I also used the Cozy Season Words on this next card. And here it is. It says, "Hello Autumn." And I used some wood grain paper for the background. And there you see the gourds the pumpkins, the squash, the acorns, some leaves. And this says Hello Autumn. And this leaf is from a different set, but I thought it went really well on there. So I did, I believe I did oxide inks, and then I did some shimmer with a shimmer pen. And it says, wishing you a season of blessings. So I like how that one turned out. And then these two cards, I used the Autumn Crest products from the Greetery. So the stamp, and then as well as the stencil. When I make them, since I'm going for it, you know, I just do several of the words. So some of them are embossed and some of them are just, you know, inked. And then I die cut them as well. And then I use the Autumn Crest die set to cut out everything. And then I also used the Penny Black stitched frames, the large frame there. So these products also never used before except for the stitched frames. And so this card, oh, and I forgot, I also used the Autumn Crest die. And here are my two cards. They're very similar. This one I offset a little bit. I shared this one on Instagram, and everything's popped up. So I did some inking of the background. I think I used Citron for the background, oxide ink, and then popped up everything, all those little leaves, and then added a bunch of beautiful bling. And there is that frame from Penny Black. It is such a pretty, pretty card. This one says giving thanks for you. And I did some, I believe it's rose gold embossing on that one. It says wishing you a season of blessings. And then here's the other one, happy Thanksgiving, good friends, great times, warm memories. And then my final card, I used my new Bountiful Cornucopia. I shared this in a haul video recently. So this was a release from, I believe, last year, and I love it. I love this die set. Super fun to use. And then I also used Penny Black Autumn is Calling, one of the stamps from this set. And I believe that was the very first time I've used that as well. I love using products in my stash for the first time. I just love it. And then I also used for the very first time Elegant Edges Sunflower Border. And that's what it does. So it cuts out that beautiful sunflower. You can't really see that because it is covered up with the cornucopia. So I used my Distress Oxide inks to ink up pretty much everything. And I did add some shimmer, some Lindy's Spritz spray, some gold, as well as I used my, what is that called? That, I cannot think of it now, but you know, it gives that shiny top there to the mushrooms, that glossy accents, I think is what it's called. And so I've got leaves coming down here. There you see the sunflower border. I added some gems from Honeybee Stamps there. I've got little pearls tucked in here and there. There you see the cornucopia. And then a lot of the images, a lot of the, you know, die cuts are popped up on foam adhesive. And then the mini blessings, I cut it out in green 2 times. And then I put the glossy accents on the mini. And then I used my white gel pen and I did little dots on the word blessing. And this says, may the bounty of the season fill your heart and home. So those are my autumn cards. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I need to get these sent out in the mail because I want the recipients, there we go, to receive these before Thanksgiving. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Bye for now.